When are you gonna let people come in and be, whether it's an ear, whether it's advice, or sometimes, bro, like you just gotta sit around with people and cry. Are you open to trying to get to that point?
When they show consistency of caring about me instead of wanting from me. Yeah, because I'm somebody that read the room, I know what's going on. I could see somebody text me, how you doing? And then boom, can I hold this? Come right after. Straight up. And, you know, somebody show me the consistency of, man, I care about you. I really love you, man. Forget what you could do for me, what you could do for yourself. Like, nah, I love you, the person. Love you, the person. Instead of wanting these things from this person. For sure. Because I know it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. We all in this together. And I know there's people that can help you. It's just for me, my life, my story been so messed up. And like I said, the survival thing, and when you just been failed by so many people, it's tough, you know, but I think that's the most important, you know, consistency. It's showing you care. You don't want nothing from it. And like I said, accountability's been, that's me, accountability. That's it and that's all. I don't have time to point fingers and nah, it's accountability. That's the only way you're able to grow. You make mistakes. If you can't take the accountability for it, you'll never grow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
When a man's in and out of your life, you work to get to this place. I don't know if it was when you tore your ACL in San Antonio or what. And your father, your biological father, messages you and it's like, yeah, somebody's gonna go get your spot. What is your response to that?
I was hurt because I love him. And I know he loved me. Like more of it, I know he loved me, straight up. We might not have the best relationship, and I never called him a deadbeat. He know I love him, you know, at the end of the day. But I don't know what make a father say that. You know, just because we've been having going on for years, before I even made it to college, just back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so I remember it like yesterday. There was something in me that hurt, but there's something in me like life goes on. You gonna stay in this house and be hurt, or you gonna be hurt at that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it is what it is. I can't control how you feel. I can't control how you feel. I can't. That's life. People got their opinions, people feel how they feel, you know what I'm saying? That shit turned me up though. I'm crazy too when it comes to my work. I love my work, I love it. So things like that is like, oh, okay, bet. Now, not only this person I don't know, like a stranger, shit, I gotta prove my dad wrong, bet. I tore my ACL, became an all-star. He came to the all-star game. I gotta swallow that pill, or does he?
I think it's safe to say he swallowed that pill, and I'm not sure if he tried to use it as a form of like reverse psychology to kind of motivate you to not slack up, but whatever it was, you handled your business.
Like we all grew up around hood dudes, you know what I'm saying? And to me, they fell into two different sections, right? There was the hood dude that you knew was slimy, right? He had no code, he didn't care about anybody but himself. He lied, he'll still come in your house and steal for you, right? And then there was the other one who did what he had to do based on his circumstances, but he took care of people. And he was honest. And what I mean by honest was, if you asked him something, he told you the truth, whether he did wrong or he did right, right? And if he said he was gonna do it, he was gonna do it. Because he was confident enough that if he wasn't gonna do it, he felt comfortable saying it. You seem to me like that whatever you present, that's what you're going to be. When you're growing up and this chaos is all around you, like you said, you hood rich at 14, you're not touching a classroom. How do you develop a code that turns you into a leader?
I was a born leader. I didn't turn into a leader overnight. Every man in prison, rest in peace to my ones that, you know, are now no longer with us. The ones that are still with us, my mama, they'll tell you I've never followed nobody. That's why I was respected by the older dudes. They respected me because they call it front line. I was front line. I didn't make excuses. It wasn't I'm 13, 14. But most importantly, I never followed nobody. And that's no knock to nobody. I never followed nobody. Anything that I did in my life is because I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah, I heard you say one time that you don't really go back and forth with people. You don't really talk because you said, like, I'm really about that, right? And you said most people that do what I do, they aren't, right? They're talking for show, right? They want it to be that I want to make you believe this is who I am.
They need approval.
Why don't you need the approval?
They need approval. Because when you went through what I went through, there's nothing to celebrate about that. There's no image that you're trying to get across to the next person. That you were that or you wasn't that.
Yeah.
And as you get older and you mature, because I was a kid, that was my environment. I had to go through it to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm mature, I'm grown now, I'm a gentleman, I'm a father. I look back at all of it. There's nothing cool about it. I'm hurt from all of it. I have real trauma and pain inside of me from all of that.
What message would you have for your 11-year-old self?
I wish I had a mom and a dad, you know, at that time to guide me in the right way. I got children, man. Like, it's beautiful to be able to be a father. No, it's beautiful, like, to be able to show them right from wrong, keep them away from negativity, but also teach them discipline, you know what I'm saying, and all these different things. You know, so it's like I've never been the guy to go back to tell my younger self anything. Kids are innocent. Kids are not asked to be in this world at all. You know what I'm saying? They're innocent. Every single kid across the world is innocent. So it's like, what can I go back and really tell myself? You know, that was my environment. I was a product of my environment.
Right.
My kids are a product of an environment that, you know, allows them to live in, you know, a big house, go to private school, have chef, have nanny. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the odds for them is, you know, they got a pretty good odds of, you know, doing the right thing compared to, you know, 11-year-old Dejounte Murray.
Brother, the chef, the nanny, is funny. I had another question. I'm gonna ask this one though, because we all have that. We're blessed.
For sure.
And you come from the rose out of concrete type thing. Then now you have these trust fund babies. How tough is that? Like, cause you want them to be tough. I got a 13-year-old, and I'm like, man, nah, you gotta. Somebody say something slimy, you gotta. No, you in private school. It ain't like that no more. Like the transition of what you teach your kids from how you grew up and what you just explained, like, how do you navigate that? Because your kids is way different than how you were.
For sure. Man, it's like 50-50. And what I mean by that is, it's like a gift and a curse with it, man. The gift is they won't ever go through what I went through. The curse of it is this world's so sick, you know what I'm saying? There's people that poison these kids' brains with all type of things, you know? Like, I got a 7-year-old, and I never told my 7-year-old I was rich. She don't live with me. I get her a lot, you know what I'm saying? But she's home in Seattle, and I've never wanted to tell her none of that. I wanted her to just catch on to herself to see, oh, my dad plays basketball. My dad plays in NBA. Like, I wanted her to just figure out herself instead of just, hey, daddy's in NBA. Hey, daddy's rich. Because that stuff don't mean nothing to me like it means to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. But it's like at the same time for her, when she told me that, it kind of hurt me because I know it came from, you know, somebody that it wasn't a good place. So it's like, when I mean the curse of it is like, they gonna go through something I never went through. Cause I went through not having money. I lived in house, apartment, hotel, here, you know what I'm saying? Car, like, they won't never experience that. And so their experience is gonna teach me too. But at the same time it goes back to the toughness part, you know? We play around, and I try to teach them, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever go out and start nothing. But don't ever turn down defending yourself. You defend yourself no matter where it's at, however it is, whatever it is, you defend yourself. But you don't start problems.